This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, sure. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there any double voice?
No.
Okay. So terminal. So ls. So if a list of items in that particular directory. Okay. So this is the command for it. If you can check. So you can see all the folders which that particular folder has. Okay. So it's same like I think you know commands, right? In Windows.
Yeah, some of it. Ajit, can you turn off the speaker from your from the team viewer? It's coming like double voice. I think
Now
it's down. It's down over here. If you, okay, how about now?
is it okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So ls
But
it's
I
called
can hardly hear you. The voice is too low.
it's too low.
Yeah.
Okay. What I'll do is I'll turn off team viewer. Okay.
Okay.
If I turn off team viewer, then I can't show you. Okay. So what I would do is I'll explain in my system. Okay. So you can
Okay.
practice.
Okay.
Okay.
It just the voice is low. I'm not able to hear it.
Is this okay now?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay. Okay. So we'll go through PPT. Then I'll show what are the things next.
Okay.
So we have stopped near. Yeah. So how we can start? So first, footprinting through search engines. So we have few search engines to check. So those are so so footprinting through search engines. So we have Google Docs. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So Google Docs, we have a website called name as Google Hacking Database. It is called Exploit DB. It is called as. Note it down, please. Okay. So it's called Google Docs. So the website for this Google Docs is Exploit DB. Okay. So
Okay.
what are Google Docs? So Google Docs would be like site. Okay. U in URL. These are called Google Docs or Operator. So what it does? So it checks for the results for the relevant domain. So if I type in Google search only, okay,
Mm-hmm.
let's go site. I check for Amazon.com. If you can check, it has a www.amazon.com, music.amazon.com, kdp.amazon.com. So these are all prime.amazon.com. These are all subdomains of this amazon.com, logistics.amazon.com, aws.amazon.com. So it shows the relevant sites of this particular website domain name. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
if you check for hsbc.com, you can check hsbc, www.hsbc.com, www.us.hsbc.com, business.com, express.hsbc.com, egypt.hsbc.com. So these are all subdomains. We are finding them because we may get information or the IP address to uh, to get the information which has certain leakages. So like, so if we go here, we have, so this is a doc, right? So in title is a doc. So in title, so here what is it? This doc found checkpoint login panel. Okay, so he found some checkpoint. So checkpoint is a firewall. It's like what I would say is it has some. Let's see, this is checkpoint. So I'm not secure. Let me check. It is a default admin layout page. So this is the information leakage. So I got an IP address of this particular guy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is a leakage. IP address is a leakage. So we can hit him. So we got his IP address. Okay, so this is an information leakage of an IP address. Okay, so like this. So if you go and check through some other, so you can check this in URL. So what it is, if you go and check this. So here this dot find some useful CMS login pages. We'll try that.
Uh, so Ajit, let me ask this. So this Google Docs, it gives us the information for the exploit database, like where it can be, like which sites can be exploited or where there is vulnerabilities. Is it for that?
Uh, it's like yeah, database backend. Okay, so we have a website. So database will be data will be stored in the backend database of that particular website. So we get some admin pages, right? So admin, so some admin pages are hidden, so which is not exposed to public. So by using this Google Docs, we can get those kind of uh, admin login page information. So that is the reason why we are using this information. See, enter a valid user credential to get access to the admin console itself. I'm just trying it whether it is able. So we have some default. So username and password incorrect. Forgot your password. So we can try like this. So admin is actually a default username and password for some website. So we can try admin one admin 12345 admin at the rate 123. So this kind of default passwords would be credentials would be there. So we try. So sometimes we are successful, sometimes we are not successful. So most of the time we are not successful, but sometimes we are successful. So we have to check.
Okay.
Okay. So mostly we are using the Google Docs for finding any kind of sensitive information in the web pages. So that is the reason we are using this docs. So if you can check, so see, you can find so many things. If I check for admin login, so you can see bits pilani.
Mm-hmm.
So admin login bits pilani. See, is admin ban, right? So I would try for default credential admin. So
But
not
if it doesn't work, then isn't it's gonna lock down his account?
sometimes it may log down too. So we are just checking whether we are able to log into this website or not.
Okay.
So we'll try some injection method here. This is called SQL injection. Okay. Okay. So these kind of login pages we have to find. So that is an SQL injection. So in further topics, I'll tell what is SQL injection, what is there. Just
Okay. Okay.
showing some example. So this is some Central Water and Power Research Station, Pune, Maharashtra. Admin,
And you typing the same thing, admin username and the password?
yeah, admin. I'm typing.
Okay.
Okay. So this is not valid. Can you see this?
Yeah, I can.
This is
So
called
you
SQL.
so you are in to the website now, like on the admin page,
Yeah,
admin account.
yeah. I am not sure. So it gives some times it goes to admin account or sometimes it go to some user account. So you are a
Okay.
user, the user number.
Okay. Okay. It doesn't give.
Yeah, it's not logged in actually. So it
Mhm.
went to some page. So customer.aspx. It went to that page. Okay,
Okay.
so something went wrong. So there they get some alarm there.
And Ajit, when we try this, like for example, so obviously it's gonna give them the activities to look like who's trying to log in from which IP address and
Yeah,
location.
exactly.
So
I
so that
record.
there like isn't it like give us the problem like like why you are trying something like that.
So the thing is, they get alarm only when we give them the information. Like I have hacked your site.
Mm-hmm.
I got their information. Or else if we change their website, look this the web page. This is the web page, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you look up their website, then they get doubt that this got hacked. So or else, so till then they won't have the information like so this got hacked or this is the login information.
No,
After a few
but also like when we try to log in, it gives them if somebody on the from the admin side, if they look from the particular because it gives the alarm as well to the user that somebody was trying to log in into your account, and if they got successful, it will show them or email them like okay they got successful or from this location or that IP address. Have you ever tried to log in on to from this IP
have the
address?
record, they will have the record.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. So the last company I was working for, yeah, I we used to check the users' activity. Like if something they see something suspicious, they used to give us the call, and since we were the admin, so we used to check the profile of the users, and that's how we came to know if somebody was trying to log in into their account.
Yeah, here also we get the same, but in India they won't actually
Okay, okay,
take that kind of things. So this is called a payload. Okay, we call these as payloads. Yeah, there is an error. We can get the information from this guy. Yeah, I'm just pinging you this. Okay, keep
okay,
this a note so that when we are coming up with that SQL injection class, I'll show how we can drag out the data from this website. Just keep this in a note. So when we have SQL injection class, okay, just let me know this is the website we got an
okay.
error.
For this one, okay,
So we can get this data. Okay. So this is how we find the web pages. So we got an error, right? So this is an error for SQL injection, the one which I got right now. So this is how we gather information of this website. So leakages, so any kind of information like this. Okay. So this is one type. So why we are using Google Docs is the basic thing is we need the subdomains of that particular IP. Okay. So if I take any website like Netflix, Netflix.com, how many subdomains he this guy have? Okay. So he this fellow don't have any subdomains, I think. It's okay. There is only one Netflix.com website for this guy.
okay.
Any other suggestion from your side?
Amazon, okay, Amazon is already there. How about the eBay?
eBay.com. Okay, eBay.com. Okay, eBay.com. Pages.ebay.com. This is one more subdomain this guy have.
Hmm.
Okay, eBay community.ebay similar web. Okay, he has only few. And if you want to check whether this site is in India or not, so just keep site and place a country shortcut as IM. Check. So he has ebay.in.
So we call these docs.
Yeah, we call this as docs.
Docs, okay. And where can I find these docs command? Like, like how to know,
YTB. Okay, there are so many. Okay, exploit DB. Okay, if you go here, Google hacking database.
Okay.
Okay, it's processing. So this is the list. Okay, we have so many. So you can
Mm.
check exit site in URL, in text, in URL, in URL, in title. So index of if I show you the search, index of storage.logs. So this is why, because it is a security issue, whether you are a robot or so. If you can go and check, so it is not reachable. So you can find out the logs of this particular website. So this is not there. Morepay.org. Page not found. Yeah. So we have to go and check each and everything like this. Whether you are able to get any kind of sensitive information, check. There is a log, right? So check here. Home. This is a directory in his server. Can you check it? Can you check? Is it, are you able to get
Uh,
that?
mm, yeah, I can see it. Can you explain it again?
So index of storage logs. So
Mm,
here index is nothing but the local. Okay, in the local, go to the storage and
mm,
find the logs inside his server. Okay, this is what my dark is. So what it is showing the relevant. So for this relevant, so it is showing the URI, if you can check. So there is a folder called storage in his website
mhm,
and a folder inside it called logs. So in this logs, so I have found some Laravel 2019-3112.log. So this is a file in this particular folder. So this particular folder contains this data. Okay, so in this
mm,
data, what I can see is there is a folder called home. In this home, there is a folder called this some XYZ public HTML. So this is as it is a website. So if you want to expose publicly, so this is the folder where you have to keep all the information so that it is exposed to public. Okay, so then there is a vendor, so some Laravel folder framework source eliminate contains method.php. So this is a file inside his folder, so I'm just copying it.
mhm.
I'll try here. Okay, I'm trying over here, just put it in this way. There should not be double slash backward slash. Let's try this again. Okay, so he's not giving any side for us to check what is there in this. Try whether we are able to access this folders. Java based application. So in this way, we have to find whether we are able to gain any kind of information from this particular website. Okay. There is no information I am able to get from this website. Yeah. So this is all his data. It's something is not using this website much. App.php, upload.php. Okay. So this is how a sensitive information gets out. Any confusion of what I said?
No, no.
Clear? Is it clear what I said? What is dogs and all?
Yeah, yeah. So from the docs, we can get like more information. Like there are some docs command from that we can get the informations, right?
Yeah. So we are using this docs for getting sensitive information. So sensitive information may be credentials
Mm-hmm.
or logging in pages or any business information pages. You may also get some docs if I show you docs, like if I press star reverse.
And why are we looking for the docs? So for example, if I want to go for a particular website, like for a particular information for in a website, then how would I use the docs?
Okay. So I'll show one thing for you. Okay. Crowd. Here are the programs. Okay, so these are all the programs in this particular website. So we can, this is legal, so you can hack them, you can do whatever you want, you get rewards. Okay, so it's tough
Mm-hmm.
job right now, so it is very finding that. So there is a program called Boost Fashion. So if I go to this Boost Fashion, so he is giving $125 to $3,000 per vulnerability. If you find any vulnerability, he's going to give that reward. So these are all severity. So P1, P2, P3, P4, these are all severities, and the reward range would be in the same scenario. So here you can see in scope, target in scope. Okay. So he gave two websites, star.boost.com, star.boostlet.com. So what this star mean is all. Okay, it's a wild card. So we call it as a wild card. So why we are using this wild card? Because so it gives all the information related to this boostlet.com or boost.com. So I will show you how. So I copy this. Okay. In URL, I put this like just in internet. Okay. So it's not showing me. Okay. So there is only one domain, that is www.boost.com. Okay, so we are giving a wildcard to show multiple subdomains of this particular website. Okay, so that is why we are using this wildcard. If you press this and check, so what is that of this domain? So you can find only one domain of this particular website. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
star is a wildcard where it checks. So check all the websites and the subdomains of that particular website. So this is the website name, boost.com is a website name. So it may have subdomain. Subdomains would be like maybe, as I said yesterday, like, so some boost.com, some dot, dot com. So it will, the star will find this area in the place of ABCD. Is, I'm keeping a star and z.com. So what it will do is it will find all these kind of names.
Subdomain.
Got it? Why we are
Uh,
using this doc?
yes, yes.
When we are, so there is two ways. So two things. Sorry, not ways. So here we are searching for the sake of subdomains. Okay, subdomains are for sake of search engines. Subdomain, we are finding for the sake of finding subdomains. So it is for the perspective of bug bounty. Okay, for bug bounty, or when you are doing pen testing, vulnerability assessment, or web application pen testing. So we try in this way. Okay,
Okay.
got my point? Okay, for penetration testing scenario, we do this. When we are doing for the sake of sensitive information, we use all kinds of docs, catchy, link, all in text, all in line, all in title, all in URL, in URL. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
for finding sensitive information, but when we are considering about only finding subdomains, we are using these kind of particular in scope items. Okay,
Okay.
clear?
Yeah.
Okay, so now moving on. So this is the first thing. If you have any doubt, give me your queries. Okay.
Sure, sure.
Huh? So we have tool called DNS dumpster. So it will find all the subdomains of that particular website. So it is a website actually. So DNS dumpster. Okay. So here I will give this fellow's website. What is the website name? Boost.com. So boost.com, and I'm searching. So here, when I scroll this down, host records A. Okay, these are the one which we have to verify. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so so if you can check this, you can see o2.some ptr4916.boost.com, fb.boost.com, centergrid.boost.com. So we have to verify all these subdomains. Okay, these are all the subdomains of this guy. Okay, so I'll show you one, sending it.fps. So if you open this thing, so there are other some few more subdomains. So I'm going to copy and check what this website is. I have some issue with my network. So you can see some XML information of this website. Maybe this is a token. So this may be a token. Set. Okay, vendor. I don't know this JPG file, what this folder contains. Okay. Then there is no for this one. We have to check whether these web page have any sensitive information or not, because I see most of these guy have some JPG files. I think this is not much sensitive information, so you can skip this. So if you find any kind of sensitive information, like maybe a document, so which may be a legal information or company information, like financial details, quarterly financial details, or yearly details, or his employee information, we can also get, sometimes we can get employee informations like his name, mail ID, mobile number, his address. This kind of information also we may get from this subdomain. So we have to check what is the sensitive information we are getting to the subdomains. Okay, got it?
Okay, yeah.
Is it confusing?
No, no. So while, for example, while we take these bug bounty or anything, like we have to go through lot of things before we can find any vulnerability, right?
Yes. This is the steps. These are the steps. How you
Okay.
go to.
So
Okay.
this is
The first,
basically like a research based job or research based task.
yeah. First, you have to check. So, what are the subdomains? So, how this subdomain is working. So, what is the main domain? What is the intent of the main domain? Okay. Then,
Mm-hmm.
what is the intent of the subdomain? So, why they created a subdomain? So, what this subdomain is helping to that main domain, or else is there any third party which is integrated with this main domain or a subdomain? So we have to verify all these things, so that it helps us to find information, more and more information to attack this guy. Okay, that is why I'm showing how this Google Docs and what is DNS and what is subdomains and all. Okay, got it? How we
Mm-hmm.
are checking all this in
Mm-hmm.
the same way. You have to find for this guy also. So bootlet dot some dot. Whenever you get a website into your hand, this is the thing you have to do first. Find subdomains. So find all the
So
information and
what
domains.
what does the DNS dumpster do?
It finds all the subdomains of that particular website.
Okay, but we can also find from the docs also.
Yeah, that is first. So because when there is no tool, we they used to check with Google Docs. Now we have tools. Okay, manual tools we have automated tools, and we have search engine tools. Okay.
Okay.
So first basic is using docs, how we go through, how we find. Then
Hmm.
by using online tools, then we go by Kali Linux tools.
Okay.
Okay. So this is an online tool. So there are similar to DNS Dumpster, we have DNS Netcraft, sorry. So Netcraft we have pentesttools.com we have. Okay. So go through these tools, two tools. Okay. So
Hmm.
if you have doubt, let me know. So just research on these tools. Okay. I explained one how this is working. So check with Netcraft what it is does. Okay. Check now so that I'll explain you. So
So,
or
so
else I'll explain. Give me a moment.
okay.
Explain this Netcraft. He updated. I after so many days I'm seeing this website. So starts with, site ends with, subdomain matches. Okay, site contains answer. Okay, so give him a host name. So I'm asking him to look up. Just check this. So he is able to find only one site from this guy, and it so NetBlock he's hosting his website in Cloudflare, and he's checking that operating server. So server is of Linux system. So if you want, you can check the report of this guy. Yeah. So his site is this. So network owner, NetBlock owner. So hosting in Cloudflare. So Cloudflare. So his IP address, IPv6 address, and any information organization. So it belongs to Sweden. It's in both fashion. Okay, hosting country is US. So his IP range, as you can see, some 255 to 255. If you can check his IP address, yeah, it's 16.165.102. So he's holding all these IP addresses. So this
Okay.
all IP address belongs to a particular guy, and his IPv6 address was also he bought this all this IP address. So everything is hosting on this particular. So from 63, 67, 65, 63, so 63, 64, 65, 66, 67. He's hosting all his servers on this particular IP address, his range of IP address. So you can see when did he start. So he bought on the 3rd Jan 2020, last 27th, 14 December 2019. So this is the details how we get his information. Okay. So you can also get the information of what kind of technologies he's using. So he's using JavaScript client build, and he's using some online storage. Yeah, HTML5 he's using again. So this is how the information you get from Netcraft. Okay, so yeah, so if you can, site starts with check it. or you know. Set. I will just pull this to that side. Check. No, there is no information related to this. No. And same. This is boozlet.com. The same we will do it. Subdomain match. So there are no subdomain matches for this thing. So there is no match for this particular fellow. Okay. So this is how a netcraft is used. Okay, for finding subdomains. And if you find subdomains in the bottom, you have to go through each and every one what the information is all about. Okay.
Okay.
Got it? How this netcraft it does
Mm-hmm.
you can using netcraft
Mm-hmm.
subdomain. Okay. So just note it down. If you type netcraft subdomain, you will get you are in the bottom. So and pentester, so it will have 20, 40 credits. Okay, you can use only once or twice a day for finding subdomain by using those tools. Okay, do just
Okay.
from your end. Okay. And now going to Kali Linux tool. So most of the tools are open sourced. So open sourced, they are available from GitHub. Okay, I think you know about GitHub, right?
No, actually, I don't.
Okay, so GitHub is an open source platform. Okay, so if you write, so you want to write a code or you want to make a tool, you can write it and you can publish in GitHub. So it's up to the interest of the guys. If the guy like the tool, he uses, or else if he want to edit the code and change to that particular code, he can change and he can again he his own post his tool inside his GitHub, so others can use that particular tool. Okay, in the
Mhm.
same fashion, so this sublister is a tool, so which was made by some guy, and this is used by so many others. So this is the name of this sublister. Okay, so we have to install this tool in Kali Linux. Then we can enumerate the things. And this is the tool which is built in Python. Okay, so most of the guys they make the tools by using this Python. Okay, so check how I'm installing this. Okay, so this is the link of the sublister tool. Okay, so I am copying this. This is the option called copy. Okay, this is for copy. Okay, this I didn't update my Kali. Okay, so that's why it is showing in this way. Okay, I don't have option to paste here. Are you there,
Ah,
Mohammed?
yes. Yeah, yeah, I'm over here.
Okay. This is the URI. So I copied this. This is the option called copy. I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to my terminal. So here what I will do is git clone and the copied URL. Okay, note it down. So to download it from GitHub. So
Okay.
this Linux already have a connection with uh, the GitHub one. So it automatically downloads the code from this clone. Okay, so it got downloaded. So for checking whether this file got downloaded or not,
Mm-hmm.
less. So this is the one which got downloaded. So I'm opening this folder, sublister. Okay, so I'm typing capital S and I'm pressing tab so that it automatically detects that particular folder. Okay, so if you have if you can check if there is a picture and there is a public. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
if you want to go to this folder, you have to if you check this. If I type,
So press P and tab.
it won't give, it shows where which one you want. It asks for which. So if I type I, it goes for this. If I type for
Okay, okay.
it for this particular folder, so we should be specific about it. So I went into this folder ls for list of items in it. So here is,
What's the ls command?
yeah, it shows all the information in that particular folder. Okay, so sublister is a folder, right? So it shows all the information which is inside sublister folder.
Okay.
Okay, so few executable files would be there. So here is executable file .py. Okay, we can identify normally. So we won't set up here anything. So we just use this sublister.py. So before going it, I will tell you the thing is, so few tools they won't give easily accessible to this executable file. Okay, so we have to make it accessible for us. So we have command called chmod plus x and the executable file name. Okay, the executable file name that is listed. So if you do in this way, the file gets executable. So we can use that particular file, executable file. Okay, so what the chmod plus x do is it gives the permission to that particular executable file to execute in our machine. Got my point?
Mm-hmm.
Because few tools works without giving permission. Few tools need permissions from us, then only they become executable file. We can execute those files inside our machine. So this is the command we have to give. Okay, so if not, you can also give a plus x. Okay, so this is also another command. You can use these two commands for making the particular executable files, for giving executable file information. Okay, got it.
Uh-huh.
Now I'm going through. So we have two ways to execute this files. So one is directly dot backward slash and sublister.py. So we can use by using backward slash and the name of it. And one more way of opening the tool is pydh open python. So just okay, so in this way we can open. So I am used to this dot backward slash and this thing, so I'm using this extension to open the file. Okay. So hyphen h is for help. So if you want to check what does this tool contain, so you can just use this hyphen h and you can get the information of this particular tool information. So hyphen h it's for help. So hyphen d for domain, hyphen b for brute force. I'll tell later about what is brute force. Hyphen p for ports, hyphen v for verbose, tell you later. T threads, and hyphen e for engines, hyphen o for output, hyphen and for output without colors. Okay. So here what I will do is hyphen d I'm giving. So it is for domain, and I'm giving the domain name. So what is the domain? Boost.com. Boost.ozt.com. You can also give some www.boost. So it is for searching from Baidu, Yahoo, Google, Bing, Ask, Netcraft, DNS, Dumpster, Virus Total, ThreatCrowd, SSL, certificates, passive DNS. So these are all the subdomains. Okay. I mean the search engine. Sorry. So these
Mhm.
are all the search engines. So tools are helpful, but few tools give the information and few tools won't give the information, successful information, as you can see. So this is not giving a successful information for us. It is not giving any kind of single information of that particular website.
Okay, so if we use the command like hyphen D, it can search on all the search engines.
Yeah.
But
Now
for
if we
the but for that we need to install the sublister git.
sublister 2. Okay, let's check this. You got all the information of this particular website. m.boost, mail.boost, ns1, some ns1.boost, nw, some password OTP. So these are all the subdomains of this particular website. Okay. So different tools give you different information. So we have to dependent on 2 to 3, and also we have other tool called subroot. So that is one another tool. So did you understand how I install the tool in Kali?
Mm. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Uh, so you went into the Kali and then you copied into the terminal, right? And that's how you installed it.
Uh, yeah, your Kali is ready, right?
Ah, yes.
So now, if you could install one tool, it would be good for me so that I could know that you are okay with installing. Yeah, so go for a tool called subroot. So
Sub.
GitHub subroot. So in your machine, and this is the URL of this website. Clone it, download, execute it. Are you checking, Mahendra? Hello?